Now that you understand how to navigate WordPress, we're going to discuss what next steps you need to do after you've done your WordPress updates in order to get your first website up and on the internet. So we're going to do the very bare minimum in the order of how you should go through these steps to get your first website live. So what you want to do here when you first log in, just to get your website up with basic content using their basic theme, is to go ahead and you're going to go to settings. That's going to be the first thing you're going to do. So from the home page, after you log in, scroll all the way to the bottom, click on settings, and then you're going to choose general. This is the spot here where you can actually change your site title. Your site title is going to be, what displays up here, which is your title tag, which basically is what the search engines are going to be feeding off of. So you can actually choose and kind of change, change how this all displays. So let's say licensed. Sports uniforms and jerseys. Um, Support your favorite player with their jersey. And let's say your favorite teams and players. And so I always try to change, change your site title so it relates to keywords that you're going after. The other thing under tagline, this is up to you if you want to add one. It's always a smart thing to go ahead and do that. Tagline is going to show up below your actual website content. Some themes do not show the tagline, so you don't necessarily need to worry about that. And we'll discuss that when we're going over themes. But again, this is just the most basic steps to get your first website up and on the internet. The next thing you want to do, I recommend you change this just for both aesthetic purposes and also, just for search engines in case anything gets messed up here, because you don't want the search engines to index your website as uniformsjerseys.com or yourdomain.com and www.yourdomain.com. And what this does, this very simple process here, it actually makes it so all your websites are going to look the same. All your pages are going to look the same to the search engines. And I recommend you do this because it's very simple. So what I do is WordPress address URL. Just put in www dot right in front of your domain, and then site address www dot, and then there it is. And then the email address would be your email, Gmail, or whatever email account you have. As far as membership goes, anyone can register. You can choose what you want to let them do. They could be an editor, author, contributor, administrator, or just a subscriber, so they can't do a whole lot. That's going to be completely up to you if you want people registered to your site. Generally, you can just leave that blank. Time zone. You can choose how you want your date format to show up on your blog post, so it's completely up to your preference and choice. So we'll just go with the default. Time format, you can choose that. The week starts on, you can pick what's best for you. If it's Sunday, if it's Monday, that's what they have as the default. So once you make these changes, again, this is under settings and general. Settings, general, you put in your site title, your tagline, add in the www right there, make sure your email's in there, and then choose save changes. What's going to happen is it's going to log out, and that's completely natural. After you do the www.yourdomain change that I recommend for search engines and just for ease of use, that is what is always going to happen. So we're just going to put in our username, and then we're going to put in our password here. So we're back logged in again, and we've now completed this part of the process. We've got our tagline, our site title. Now if I were to refresh up here, you would notice that this part changed. Licensed sports uniforms and jerseys. Support your favorite teams and players with their jersey. You'll also notice up here in the top, for the search engines, this part also incorporates your keyword, but we're going to discuss a plugin that you can do later on. Again, what we're doing here, these are the most basic steps that you need to set up your WordPress website. So I'm going to stop this video, and we're going to have a part 2 of this particular video because the whole point of this is to quickly get your first WordPress website up and on the internet.